Hello, this is Sonja from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today I want to do sort of a painting, watercoloring painting, which was inspired by this artist. It is Louis Lettery. I'm putting the Instagram post here up in the corner. So this is what I'm trying to attempt today. So I've got my watercoloring paint, which is the Mungo. I actually not 100% sure how to pronounce that, but it's a very good quality of painting, and I've been collecting these little cubes sort of over the last few months, and I've got my micron pens, different sizes. At the end I actually just used the one size, my watercoloring brushes and my water, and I've got that circle template which I'm going to use to make my circle in the middle, as you've seen how the picture is looking with the circle and the verse. And then I'm going to use these very simple sketches of flowers, and then I'm going to use my watercoloring to color it in. So it's very simple. It's something anybody can attempt. I like to do sort of once in a while just Bible entries which it's not connected with any devotional printables or any company. It's just to be creative in your Bible. So what I've done is I have just done all the drawing with my pencil, because it's very difficult to see in the camera, so I didn't really wanted you now to go and watch me do that. So I'm basically taking my micro pen. This is a size 5. I thought it worked very well. You can obviously, if you want to do it a little bit finer things with a number 1 or 2 or 3, but I just ended up using just the same. I think it's nice and bold, it stands out, and none of my flowers were so intricate that I needed that. It's a very, very simple. I just basically followed the picture as he had it, made a little bit of few differences and changes, but very few. And I love doing these doodling sketches because it gives you nice ideas how to draw flowers in a very, very simple way. If you just take it step by step and you break down the flower and you just see how it is, it's just a simple way of putting beautiful art in your Bible. So while you watch me draw this, I am journaling in Psalm 16 verse 9, Proverbs 16 verse 9. I've been reading through the Bible, and every day you need to read 1 or 2 verses of Proverbs also, and this verse stood out for me the other day. It's Proverbs 16 verse 9. It says, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." And as you know, I've sort of got a hope journal, which I've put things in that gives me hope. And that is one of the verses I've put in, because often when we look around the world and we feel in despair, and that is the reason why I've started this hope journal, is just to give me hope, eternal hope, put my mind and perspective back to God, thinking even if this world falls apart, God is still in control. He's still sitting on the throne. His plans is falling into place when the world is falling apart. And that's just a good reminding that the heart of man plans his way. The people in this world, even us, can plan our way. We think we can have everything sorted, but God establishes his steps, meaning God will direct us. And we as believers know that God will direct us in the best way if we first seek his kingdom, and then everything else will be added for us. So when we seek him first, we know that the plans he's got for us and established for us is good plans, not to harm us, to give us a future and a hope. So that's something to look forward to. And on the other side, if the evil man plans things and they've got ideas and plans in their hearts, God will establish the way it needs to go according to how he would. Their plans were thought, and if it doesn't been thoughted, it will eventually be exposed one day when we stand before him, and all things will be revealed. Nothing is hidden to him. So that was just a beautiful reminder. And as you've seen, in the meantime put my verse in the middle with my cursive, and I'm later going to go just to do faux calligraphy on it. Yes, that's one thing I really need to start practicing, is my calligraphy, faux calligraphy. I'm still not confident enough to do that sort of, so I just tend to do sort of normal cursive and just add the sort of the lines, the thicker lines, the down lines in. So I've just used different greens. I love this watercoloring. It's very nice and bright, and obviously there's so many colors in this collection. I've just tried to get the basics, a few greens and a few pinks and purple and yellow. And I love the white, the fact that there's white in. I know some watercoloring artists, they find you're not a true artist if you have white in your watercoloring palette. But yeah, I'm obviously not a professional. Also, I like the fact that I can tone down pinks and make it pastel, and make the blues pastel by just adding the white. I think it is a very, very useful color to have in your palette, white. So I'm just using different colors of pinks and reds and purples to fill in these beautiful flowers. I love it. Was so I love working on this page. It is so therapeutic just to sit and just listen to music or a good sermon and just color it in. It doesn't really take much brain work. You just color it in. So this is my yeah, this is how the page is looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add to my verse, just to highlight that. Also, I just thought I'd bring the watercoloring aspect to the other side also. I've also decided to color the background of the circle. I just felt that looks a little bit bland. And hindsight, I don't know if I could have gave the background of the page a color, but then I didn't know how to put the watercoloring on top of that for the flowers. Obviously, what I've done, I've made sure that that micro pen is very, very nice and dry before I put the watercoloring over. Luckily, it is, I think micro pens is water resistant, so it won't bleed if you put water on it, as far as I know. So I just made sure it's nice and dry so it doesn't bleed. So I've decided it's quite empty there at the bottom. So instead of putting a date stamp, I'm going to put these alpha stickers or alpha numbers, and I'm just going to put the date on there to give it a nice bold date. After I put the date down there, I decided I want to put a ribbon also at the top because it was a bit bland. I found this beautiful ribbon in my stash which worked perfectly. It's such a nice moment when you find something in your stash that works perfectly with your entry. So unfortunately my camera is going to kick out soon. My film roll was finished. So what I did is I just put some black splatters on my page and just complete the bow there with washi tape. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. You must have a fantastic weekend. If you like this video, please like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.